The Little League World Series has seen its fair share of intense moments and unexpected obstacles even before the teams arrive at Williamsport this year. The journey to central Pennsylvania has been anything but smooth for some squads, stirring up drama well ahead of the first pitch. South Williamsport Pay. This year's path to the Little League World Series was filled with more hurdles than usual, showcasing stories that go beyond the baseball diamond. Take the Venezuelan team, which had to navigate complicated travel restrictions, requiring special visa exemptions just to join the tournament. Meanwhile, an American team pulled off a nail-biting upset against the reigning champions to earn their spot. The premier youth baseball competition resumes on Wednesday in central Pennsylvania, bringing together 20 teams from around the globe. Before the action unfolds, it's worth exploring what makes this tournament truly remarkable and why it captures the hearts of so many. On Tuesday night, ESPN aired a documentary titled Big Dreams, Little League World Series 2024, created to shed light on the deeper stories behind the competition. The filmmakers had a wealth of compelling content to draw from. Remember last August, when Lake Mary, Florida, edged out Taiwan 2-1 in a suspense-filled 8-inning championship game? But director Rudy Valdez was determined to look beyond the scoreboard. These kids are just that. Kids, Valdez shared. I want everyone to remember that as they watch. The film is about how these young players learn to handle life's ups and downs, celebrating victories, accepting defeats with grace, showing good sportsmanship, and finding the courage to bounce back after setbacks. He went on, "It was important to me that viewers experience this season of the Little League World Series through the eyes of the players themselves, feeling their emotions and challenges as they navigate this extraordinary journey." The documentary premiered Tuesday at 9:30 p.m. Eastern Time on ESPN and is available for streaming on ESPN+. One of the more dramatic storylines involved Venezuela's Cardenales Little League from Barquisimeto, which secured the Latin America region's spot for the second year in a row. But this time, due to President Donald Trump's travel ban, the Venezuelan team had to receive a rare exemption to enter the United States. They only discovered they had been granted this exception less than a week prior to their opening game against Puerto Rico on Wednesday at 1 p.m. The Cardenales chose not to comment publicly on the situation. This visa hurdle follows a recent incident where a different Venezuelan team was denied entry for the Senior Baseball World Series in the U.S. last month. It's worth noting that this year's Venezuelan roster and coaching staff differ from the 2024 squad. Last year's team put up a valiant fight by winning 2 elimination rounds to reach the international final, though they fell 4-1 to Taiwan and claimed third place by beating Texas. Venezuela's history in the Little League World Series boasts only 2 championships, the most recent coming 25 years ago. But the drama wasn't only international. Within the U.S., the Southeast region saw a surprising twist when South Carolina's Irmo Little League knocked out the defending champions, Lake Mary, Florida. Lake Mary had appeared poised to return for another title defense, but fell just short. In the tense regional final, Irmo faced a 4-0 deficit heading into the bottom of the 6th inning, the final frame in Little League ball. The pressure was on, with the lineup's less powerful hitters coming up. The team's strategy was to reach Joe Giulietti, their strongest batter, expecting him to spark a comeback. They managed to get Joe up to the plate, but Lake Mary's pitchers deliberately walked him with the bases loaded, cutting the score to 4-2. Next up was Brady Westbrooks, who, facing his last strike, connected with a fastball and smashed a 3-run double, electrifying the crowd. Players filled the stadium, jubilantly carrying the Southeast Region Champions banner, while their manager Dave Bogan was overcome with emotion. "Even though we believed in ourselves, we were definitely the underdog," Bogan admitted. "When we started forming this team, there was a lot of excitement and hope in our community. But with that came pressure. The relief of winning was immense. Interestingly, Lake Mary had beaten Irmo decisively 14-0 earlier in the tournament. Before this unexpected defeat, Bogan motivated his players with bold words. This was an opportunity to shock the Little League baseball world. Irmo is only the fourth team from South Carolina to make it to South Williamsport, and just the second since 1950. They will face off against the Braintree American Little League team from Massachusetts, which represents the New England region, on Thursday. Our motto is nothing is given, everything is earned, Bogan explained. These kids really work hard to earn every bit of success through dedication and grit. They absolutely love the grind. Meanwhile, Taiwan is on a quest to reclaim the glory it once owned in the Little League World Series. With 17 championships, second only to the United States, Taiwan has a rich legacy in youth baseball. But it has been nearly 3 decades since their last triumph in 1996. 10 years ago, current manager Min Nan Lai's team made a respectable showing with a 2-2 record, eliminated after a loss to Mexico in the double elimination format. Now, Lai returns to South Williamsport with the Tung-Yuan Little League squad after defeating South Korea to win the Asia-Pacific Regional Final. This year marks Taiwan's 4th straight appearance at the Little League World Series and their 33rd in total history. They will open the tournament on Thursday against Mexico, the very team that ended their campaign a decade ago. Lai and his players welcomed this chance for redemption. A well-known saying in Taiwan is that you work hard for 10 years to shine for 1 minute, Lai said, with interpretation. This reflects the incredible dedication youth players put in to reach these stages. The Tung-Yuan team comes equipped with a strong pitching staff, and Lai believes this squad is one of the finest Taiwan has sent in recent years. Unlike last year's team, which struggled offensively, this year's lineup has powerful hitting prowess, demonstrated in their regional tournament where they outscored opponents 60-1 across 6 victories. Among their pitchers, 5 throw over 70 miles per hour. And Chinsei Lin's fastball ticks at 80 miles per hour, a daunting speed given the short distance from mound to home plate in Little League, which makes pitches appear even faster to batters. Strict pitch count rules ensure players get adequate rest between outings, preserving their health and development. The Quaishan Little League from Tung-Yuan, Taiwan's representative for the past 2 years, reached the international final but fell short of the title. Lai is optimistic that this year's Tung-Yuan team can break that streak and bring home Taiwan's 18th championship.